I will not speak to that man right now.
That book is considered to contain dangerous information, and so was concealed from prying eyes, even those of would-be heroes. As far as I know, no one elected you hero here. King Balinor is dealing with the matter already. As I am responsible for the well-being of all within the castle, I am compelled to concern myself with your welfare as well. The book will remain in the cabinet. You expect me to allow children to read a forbidden book? I would be remiss in my duties were I to do so. I am overwhelmed by your gratitude.
I will not speak to that man right now. I was here with my father when I was a child. He told me how he and Hindle rushed down here to close the passageway that led to this cellar. When they got here, Stenman's men burst up through the trap door on the floor. My father has no idea how many men he killed that night. It took all his strength to seal off the trap door before more soldiers could enter. Suddenly Hindle called his name, my father looked up, and saw Hindle collapse to the floor, dead. My father ran to Hindle and held him. He couldn't believe that Hindle was dead, until the mace slipped from his hand. Then father heard a sound behind him. It was Stenman trying to escape up the stairs. Before my father realized it, he had grabbed Hindle's mace and raced after him. Stenman died in this room at my father's hand.
I have far more meaningful tasks than playing librarian for the two of you. However, I do not believe that there are any books referring directly to magic, other than the one locked away. I am overwhelmed by your...
I will not. I will not. That means we'll be hanging around disturbing you for a long time.
I suppose you think threats will make me open that cabinet.
It's your choice. If the book does help, we'll be out of here all the sooner. Otherwise, we may be here for a long while.
Very well, I shall open the cabinet. I only hope the book is every bit as dangerous as it is reputed to be. There now, I hope you are quite satisfied. Now, I'll return to my work, which is not to run errands for the two of you. Leave that where it belongs. Looting is not permitted. You may not disturb His Majesty unless you are invited to do so.
Jack, that tree looks awful. You're just too big for that. I'm lighter than you are. If this tree falls, you owe me. Remember that, Jack. There, I got it. Now all you owe me is a kiss. We saw a picture of Hendel the dwarf in the Tyrsis library. He looked a lot like you.
We're related. Don't know. Must have an inferiority complex about his height. The dwarves of Cullhaven sent me to get back Hendel's mace. It's a symbol of Cullhaven's greatest hero. A few weeks southeast of here. One of the best. Saved your father's lives a couple of times, not to mention saving Tyrsis. Enough to avoid it. Dangerous stuff.
You may not Through the door on your left is the Royal Library of Tyrsis. You do understand that if you go out the far door on your right, you will eventually find the king has already spared far too much of his time for you right now. Perhaps something can be arranged at a later time. Let us say, next week. You mean aside? You may... He was before my time. I know only that he was a traitor, and that he murdered the former king of Tyrsis.